Good morning, and welcome to your global briefing. Let's get right to the stories shaping your world today. All right, it's Friday, September 12th, so what's on our radar? We've got these fascinating, contrasting displays of global power. We'll also take a look at some key market moves, and then finish up with a global roundup from culture all the way to the cosmos. Okay, let's kick things off with our top story. We're seeing two, very different diplomatic strategies playing out right now on the world stage. So you've got the world watching these two really distinct ways of projecting power. Over in Europe, it's all about crucial negotiations happening behind closed doors. But then you look to Asia, and it's a completely different story. Military might, right out there on full public display. First up, let's head to Madrid. That's where U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is set to meet with Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng next week. And believe me, this is a really crucial diplomatic meeting. So, what are they going to talk about? Well, you've got the usual suspects. Those ongoing trade frictions, national security concerns, and of course, the big one, the future of TikTok in the US. This conversation, it's got absolutely massive implications for global tech. Meanwhile, as they're getting ready for those talks, a totally different scene is unfolding over in Beijing. China is holding this huge military parade, and guess who's there? Both Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un are right there in attendance. But, while the pictures look like this strong authoritarian alliance, analysts are saying, hold on a minute. They're pointing to a pretty different reality. In fact, one source put it very bluntly, calling the whole thing, quote, long on show, short on unity. So the takeaway here is that behind all that public spectacle, there could be some pretty significant divisions. All right, time for your Money Minute. Let's take a quick look at the markets. Over in India, analysts are feeling pretty bullish on a couple of stocks. First, Reliance Industries gets a buy rating, thanks to some positive market momentum. Persistent Systems is also a buy. They're seen as being in a great spot, especially with the strong trade developments between India and the U.S. Okay, let's shift gears now. It's time for a roundup of headlines from culture and, yes, even the cosmos. First stop, Amsterdam, where the World Series of Darts finals are kicking off today. You've got the world's best players competing, and you can bet all eyes are going to be on the defending champ, Luke Littler. And it is going to be a packed weekend of action. The first round gets going tonight, that leads right into the quarters and semis tomorrow, and then on Sunday, a new champion will be crowned. All right, from Europe, let's head over to the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is gearing up for a really big celebration. It's National Day, coming up on September 23rd. And this is a huge milestone. We're talking about the kingdom's 95th National Day. Pretty incredible. This year's theme is all about heritage. It's called Pride in Our Nature. And finally, let's look up to the skies. There's a partial solar eclipse happening on September 21st. The big question, of course, is, will you actually get to see it? Well, it really all comes down to where you are. Your visibility depends completely on your location. So while some folks will get a great view of the event, a lot of other places, including the UAE, are going to miss out on this one. So what does this all mean? Let's bring it all together for your final takeaway. Today we saw two global superpowers flexing their muscles in completely different ways. You've got one doing it through quiet, behind-the-scenes meetings, and the other with a massive public parade. It really leaves us with a big question to think about. Where is the real story being told? Is it in the loud public parades or in those quiet private talks?